Our final guest performer. She's one of the reasons why I started doing drag. Please give it up for the Femme Magnifique International 1996. The incomparable LaVanda Dela Rosa tonight as Madam.
Direct from Hollywood, Wayland Flowers and Madam.
Hello. Now, for those who've just seen us on Hollywood Squares, this is going to be a little El Differente. Already you may have noticed that Waylon over here is no ventriloquist. But it doesn't matter, you see, because I'm no fucking dummy. Get ready, it's my favorite word. Well, I don't get to say it much on TV. Peter Marshall won't let me. And with a name like Peter Marshall sounds like a security guard at the gay bar. Like my fuzzy? It's from Dicker and Dicker. This one looks like it's been dicked to death, don't it? I didn't know what kind of fur this was. I took it to my furrier. I said, honey, what is this? He says, madam, that is a very large, flat, dead thing. Well, I took it to Shirley, my dresser, and I said, here, honey, you sniff this and tell me what you think. Well, she did. She says, ye gods, it's terminal Canadian rat. Everything gives you cancer these days, doesn't it? I mean, every time a fucking rat dies in a laboratory, we lose something else good to eat.
Say, Dollface, aren't you a little late getting out here tonight?
Well, yes I am, and I do beg your pardon, but I was backstage with my fiancé. That's French for the guy I'm fucking now. I'm telling you, those Frenchmen are so wishy-washy, you don't know if you're going to get wished or wash. Doesn't bother me. Once I get my wishy, I usually washy anyway. Oh, but he's a corker. You ought to see him. 6'4", blonde, blue-eyed, 19. I don't think that's a bad IQ for a guy 23, do you? Maud, my best friend the other night, told me, she says, madam, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Dating that young kid, you should be more careful. It could be fatal. I said, what the hell, Maud? If he dies, he dies. Maud, don't have both oars down in the water. No, I bought her a vibrator for her birthday. She knocked out 4 teeth the first afternoon.
She really did. She did do that.
Well, I guess we all have friends like Mom. I mean that you don't know what to get her for a gift. Like last Christmas, I thought, what am I going to get Mom? Well, finally I wound up this little love boutique. Bought her the cutest little rubber man, the kind you blow up life size and the pee-pee gets on. You've seen the guy. Well, Christmas Eve, I got that thing out of the box. Started to blow him up. I blew him up real big, more than Chubby Chaser. I got him El Grande Rotundo there. Rolled it over and corked it. Well, a cute place with a plug. Well, I took that thing in the boss room. She was already sacked out in the bed there, waiting for St. Nick. She's got terrible adenoids. Started to take that thing and jam it up her nose. But I didn't. I just laid it next to her in the bed and covered them both up with a blanket. Next morning I get up, Maud's already in the kitchen there washing out her eyelashes. Maud, she loves that busy work. I leaned and I said, well, Merry Christmas, Maud. She says, Merry Christmas, Nana. I said, well, did you get my gift? She says, sure did. I said, well, what? I said, well, how did you like it? She says, I don't know. I bit him on the neck, he farted and flew out the window. Blown to hell. You just don't take care of your toys, darling.
Oh, come on now, give the old gal a break. She can't throw a funeral. She really... When her husband Harry died, that was the best funeral I ever went to.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
You'd never believe this. Harry was cremated. She had him cremated. I'll never forget the day the ashes arrived at the door, COD. She paid about $4.98 for him, took him into the kitchen, that's where she loves to do work. Dumped him out on the counter there, smoothed him out, started diddling with him with a finger, even spelled her name out. Oh, Harry, remember that fur coat you promised me all those years? It's hanging upstairs in the barn. And the Cadillac, it's parked outside in the garage. And the diamond bracelet, it's in the bank in the vault this very minute. All bought and paid for with your insurance. Oh, Harry, remember that blowjob I promised you all those years?
That Maud would have loved that, wouldn't she?
Oh, Maud would have loved being here, yes. I'm sorry I had to leave her back in Hollywood. But I traveled with her a lot. I took Maud over to Rome to see the Pope. Never forget that day. God, we were coming out of the Vatican there, shooing the pigeons. Ah! Don't do that, I'm church people. Oh, God, I hate birds. I used to hate flies, and I learned how to hold one. Well, there we were. Maud and I headed up this hill. And look, way up top, there was a lady headed towards us, one of her boobs hanging out. Maud, you see her? Wait a minute, you see her? Well, put on your fucking glasses and look. You see her now? She's got El Boobaloola hanging out there. I wonder if she knows. I think I'll go tell her. So I raced over to her, the best Italian that I could muster. I said, Calveste, I'll expose it. Honey, did you know you have a titty hanging out? She says, oh my God, I must have left the kid on the bus.
For the Femme International from Seattle, Washington, 1996.